Hey guys, what's going on? This is John from Friends of Your Benefits. So I recently went to pick up one of my prescriptions and unfortunately I really got hosed and I got ripped off of what I actually paid for this prescription. Today we're going to talk about what I'm going to do going forward to save on my prescriptions and what you could do to avoid the same mistake that I made. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this. So I go to my local chain pharmacy, I wait online, I finally get up to the counter, I talk to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist said, okay, John, here's your prescription. Did you know it's going to be $100? Are you sure that you really want it? And I'm running low on the prescription, and I say, of course. And I said, can you do me a favor? Can you actually run it through GoodRx? I think there might be some form of price savings compared to through my insurance. Pharmacist looks at me and said, sorry, John, we're no longer accepting GoodRx. You could either pay the usual and customary charge, which is anything but that, or we could run it through your insurance, which will be the lowest cost. So I shrug, it's late, honestly I'm tired, and I say, all right, run it through my insurance. I pay my $100. I go home and I say, hey, is this really the lowest cost I could have paid? I look at the GoodRx app, and believe it or not, if that pharmacy was willing to accept GoodRx at that point in time, I literally would have saved $50. I was really mad. And aside from firing the pharmacy, what was I going to do? So I started doing a little bit of research, and it turns out that Walgreens has a brand new RX price savings tool. It's free, and I said, hey, is this something that I could use going forward to save on my prescriptions? Today we'll go through what the Walgreens pharmacy price savings drug tool actually is, whether or not you'll save money. We'll talk about some of the pros and cons and allow you to make a decision on whether or not this is something that you should use for your prescriptions. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this. So let's go to the Walgreens Rx Savings tool and see what I'll actually pay for this prescription. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Google and we're going to type in RX Savings Finder Walgreens. RX Savings Finder is the name of the new Walgreens tool. So we go to Google and we see it's the first result that comes up. RX Savings Finder, find coupons for prescriptions. So we click it. And it says find coupons for your prescriptions in seconds. So we're going to scroll all the way down to New Jersey, where I live. We find New Jersey, we click it, we click get started, and it says it's taking us to RxSense. So we go there and it asks us to type in the name of our drug. So the name of the drug that I'm taking is a potassium supplement, so we're going to type that in now. So we type that in, and the medication that I'm taking is the first one on the list, the Chlorcon M20. So we click this. It's a generic medication. The dosage is right. Now, the one thing that I need to change for my circumstance, I'm taking a very high amount of this medication. I'm essentially taking 4 of these a day, and I want a 90-day supply. So we're going to type in 360. We're going to type in done. And what is interesting is GoodRx comes out as the lowest cost for my particular circumstance. And what I also find to be quite fascinating is GoodRx at the previous pharmacy that I was using had a price of roughly $50, and here it's $31.85. So literally, I think it makes sense to change pharmacies here. Now, what do I do from here? We click the button to view the coupon. We click view coupon, and you see here is a picture of the GoodRx coupon card. At the bottom it says this is not insurance. You have the option to text the coupon, email the coupon to yourself, or print it out. And you do have the option to view the numbers larger. We click that, and it basically gives you more detailed information on the things that the pharmacist will need. We go back to view card. Here we go. And if we wanted to, we could certainly click the button to text the coupon. You type your phone number in, and then click send, and you will actually get this discount card text message to yourself. Now let's see what happens if I type in the name of another prescription out there. Let's type in vitamin A. So we type in vitamin A, and for this particular circumstance, we see that the lowest price is through a discount card called FamilyWise. You certainly click View Coupon to see all the details of this. It's going to be a different discount card compared to the one that we saw before. We're going to X this out, and there are different discount cards available at the Walgreens. And we scroll down, we see that single care is literally 1 penny more. We see that there's these other options down here, and we see towards the middle of the list is GoodRx. So GoodRx is not always the lowest cost at the Walgreens pharmacy. So let's talk about what I liked about the tool. So the first thing was the tool was free, it was relatively easy to use, and the best thing was it didn't require that I create a logon to actually use it. Who can compete with that? The second thing was it was relatively easy to use the tool. I typed in the name of the prescription that I was looking for, and for my own circumstance, the quantity wasn't something that was available on the drop down, but I was able to enter in a custom quantity amount and find out in real time what I would pay if I used one of the discount card providers that Walgreens had on their website. And the other thing that I like too is the discount card with the lowest cost always came up first, but I was able to see what other options were available. One thing that's potential con is it doesn't compare the price of all those discount cards compared to the cost at different pharmacies not named Walgreens. For example, a pharmacy down the road might be cheaper, but that's not going to be part of their database. The other thing that you have to watch out for is certainly sometimes the cost through your insurance can still be cheaper compared to going through the Walgreens card. Another con is if you happen to be in a high deductible plan like me, you're paying cash, and likely those dollars are not going to give you deductible credit. If you happen to be in a copay-based RX plan, it's certainly always worth checking to see what your RX copays are relative to the cash price, and you may find that your RX copay is actually cheaper compared to what the cash price is through the discount card. Now, we want to hear from you guys. Have you come across any neat RX savings opportunities out there that can help save other people a lot of money in their prescriptions? Comment below.